Laird was brought in for a second interview. He sat across from Grayson in the interrogation room, hands folded on the table, and said nothing for 11 minutes. The recording captured every second of silence. Finally, he spoke. "I didn't hurt her." "Then tell me what happened." "I found her." His voice cracked. "I found her in the tunnel. She was already dead when I got there." "How did she die?" "I don't know. She was just lying there. Head injury, looked like she'd fallen." I panicked. He pressed his palms against his eyes. "I should have called it in. I should have radioed immediately, but I panicked. And then I thought, what if they don't believe me? What if they think I did it? So I moved her. I buried her where no one would find her, and I told myself she'd just wandered off, gotten lost, and I'd checked and found nothing." "Why did you take her camera?" "I didn't mean to. It was in my hand when I found her. I must have picked it up without thinking, and then later I realized I still had it, and if I turned it in, they'd ask questions, so I kept it. I hid it in the tunnel. I thought, I don't know what I thought. That eventually I'd go back and put it with her, maybe. Or that I'd just leave it there forever." "Why did you turn it on 2 weeks ago?" Laird looked up, confused. "What?" "Someone powered that camera on 2 weeks ago. The GPS signal is what led us to it." "That wasn't me." "I haven't been back to that tunnel in years." Grayson studied his face. Laird looked genuinely baffled. "If it wasn't you, then who?" "I don't know." "You said she was already dead when you found her, but her last photos show someone in the tunnel with her while she was still alive. Someone with a light. If that wasn't you, who was it?" Laird's face drained of color. "I don't know. You're lying." "I'm not." Laird's voice broke. "I swear I found her dead. But there were boot prints, not hers, not mine. Someone else had been there. I saw them in the mud near her body, and I—" He stopped, breathing hard. "I thought if I reported it, if I told anyone, they'd think it was me. So I cleaned the scene. I buried her. I tried to erase it all." "Where is she buried?" Laird closed his eyes. After a long moment, he gave coordinates to a cliffside overlooking the river. "There's a flat boulder split down the center. She's under it." "Who else was in that tunnel with her, Thomas?" "I don't know." "You're protecting someone." "I don't know who it was." "I swear to God, I don't know." Grayson leaned back, watching the man across from him, pale, shaking, trapped between confession and concealment. "You'll be charged as an accessory at minimum. Tampering with evidence, obstruction of justice. If the DA thinks you're lying about the rest, it'll be murder." Laird nodded slowly, as if he'd expected this for 14 years. He was held pending charges. That night, a guard found him unresponsive in his cell. The medical examiner ruled it suicide, self-inflicted asphyxiation using a torn bedsheet. In his pocket was a folded note with a single line. "I should have saved her. I'm sorry." Search teams located the burial site the next day. Beneath the split boulder, they found skeletal remains, fragments of fabric, and a necklace chain with a small silver pendant. A camera charm Lila Archer confirmed Lila had worn every day. DNA testing confirmed the identity. But the forensic report raised new questions. The bones showed signs of disturbance, evidence that the grave had been opened and resealed at least twice over the years. Soil analysis confirmed multiple layers of displacement. Someone had returned to the site repeatedly. Grayson sat in his office, staring at the photographs again. Image 66, the figure in the tunnel. He'd had the lab enhance it as much as possible. The figure's height and build didn't match Laird. The clothing was wrong too. Laird had been wearing his ranger uniform that day, visible in checkpoint photos. This person wore civilian clothes, a dark jacket, jeans. In the reflection on the wet tunnel wall, just barely visible, was a second light source. Not Lila's camera flash, not Laird's flashlight. A third light, smaller, and positioned at a different angle. A headlamp, maybe, or a phone screen. Grayson went back through the 2009 files, looking for anyone else who'd been near the valley that day. Hikers checked in at the ranger station were accounted for. Locals interviewed had alibis. But one name kept appearing in the marginal notes. Jay Holt, sheriff's son, volunteer searcher. James Holt, 19 in 2009, son of Sheriff Raymond Holt, who'd led the original investigation. James had joined the search party as a volunteer the evening Lila disappeared. His name appeared on sign-in sheets, but his specific search route was never logged. He'd been helping his father coordinate, according to the notes. Grayson pulled James Holt's current information. He lived 2 towns over, worked in construction, married with 2 kids. Clean record. Nothing suspicious. But when Grayson called to request an interview, the phone number was disconnected. The address led to a rental property vacated 3 months earlier, right around the time Grayson had inherited the case and started reviewing old files.